your July Astro Tarot forecast. My name is Audrey Alison, and I'll be providing your astrological data for the month and then drawing some divination from the Light Seer Tarot by Chris Ann. We are in eclipse season, and Mercury is retrograde for the first half of this month. We are going through it collectively. You can feel the pressure and the limitations in life. However, nothing occurs in continuum except change. So just have faith that we will be coming to an end of our disruption, and these eclipses that we've received on June 5th, June 21st, and again on July 5th will create the breakthrough that we need for not only technology and science, but in our very limiting governments. So on the 5th of July, we experience a full moon lunar eclipse culminating energy at 13 degrees of Capricorn. This will be conjunct Jupiter and Pluto, who have been stationed here for quite some time. And Saturn is teetering on the cusp of Capricorn and Aquarius, very comfortably positioned in Capricorn and retrograding back deeper into that sign, as Saturn doesn't work very comfortably in Aquarius, where the planet is headed for freedom, liberation, the sector of we the people, and progressive, innovative technology. So this eclipse occurs in your 11th sector of friendships, goals, connectivity, how you are social and with whom. It's also the sector of technology and how you connect with other people in your life and through what methods. So there is change here, and some modes of communicating or connecting are coming to an end. Pluto's involved, so there is a restructuring and a redirecting. And as our full moon reaches its biggest, most culminating energy of full moon, that creates endings. When the moon waxes to wanes, that is the release of energy. So we are at a heightened stage of let go and let God kind of energy. People want to change the pattern of how they've been living on a personal level over the course of 3 to 4 months. But personally, for Pisces, you go through an overhaul of your personal technologies within your living space and your workspace. And you might be saying goodbye to a few groups, clubs, or organizations that you no longer have time for. That's also in the 11th sector. Redirection, change. Not everyone deserves your membership dues going into July after this eclipse. There's time for an assessment because Mercury is retrograde and will be until the 12th of July, going direct at 5 degrees of Cancer. This has afforded you an assessment of your 5th sector, which is where you connect with your children, how much you are dedicating to what you are passionate about, and how much you can contribute to that at this stage of your life. Mercury direct here also suggests it's time for Pisces to invest in some romance. The 5th house is true love, dating, lighthearted, fun, connectivity. And both sectors of connection are influenced for you, the 5th and the 11th house. Mercury direct in the 5th house says, I'm ready to get to know someone. It says I'm prepared to talk about connection. And you're ready to teach and learn. Teach your children and learn from your children. There's a give and take here that's happening. Our new moon on the 20th of July occurs at 28 degrees of Cancer in this fifth sector. Some Pisceans are birthing new creative ideas and endeavors at this time. Some Pisceans are giving birth or finding out that they are pregnant around the new moon of the 20th, for those in the right age bracket and the right sex. There's a fresh start to how you approach living your life in a more fun, uplifting way for Pisces. Beautiful new moon on the 20th. Connect with nature, which is also a message I'm getting around those days. The sun enters Leo on the 22nd of July, and this is the 6th house of health and wellness. Pisces, you are tending to your routine, your physical schedule of health and maintenance of the body. When the sun shines in the 6th sector, you're able to heal physically easier and more effortlessly. The sun will be here until August 23rd or 22nd, so take advantage of putting together a personal commitment to restore your physical health. On the 27th, Neptune, your ruling planet that's stationed in your sign at 20 degrees of Pisces, forms a harmonious sextile to Jupiter at 20 degrees of Capricorn. They'll be stationed just one sign away from each other, which is the sextile aspect in astrology. And this exists between the first sector of physical self and body and the 11th sector of where Jupiter is, where you'd like to expand your goals. I think Pisces is ready to invest in something fun and physical. Maybe it's a summer activity with your children even, or with a creative group or an artistic group. Music, performance, that's also involved in the 5th house, artistic endeavors. Getting very creative and loving what you're doing, becoming passionate, and putting energy into only those areas of your life in which you feel passionately connected. That's the message for Pisces. You don't have to do it all, just do what you're great at, or go with where you feel best. Stick with the commitments that you love participating in. With the exception of work obligation, there shouldn't be anything that you do in your hobby time or life time outside of work that isn't working for you. Make some changes if you feel like, oh, I have to go to that meeting again and I don't really want to be a part of that group anymore. If it's dragging you down, it's time to cut the cord. Let's see what's here in your cards for the month. I am having a special. If you purchase a 45-minute session with me between the 4th of July and the 7th of July, you'll receive a full 1-hour reading with me. And this is what I do, and I love going over an astrological chart and the cards. A personal reading is very specific to you. I know when people watch me here, and I do very general, these are very general, broad-based pieces of data. These are solar horoscopes. You can't get too personal. Some people resonate specifically with what I'm saying, but it's hard to get personal when you're not on a one-on-one energy. And when people call me for readings, they're shocked at how accurate they can truly be, because your natal chart is your fingerprint in life. And there are all of your options there. And the chart does not say this is what you have to do. The chart allows for when there are more times in your life where you can exceed and excel in different areas. There are time frames that can give you that. data that's easier to do things at different times. Sell a home, get married, etc. So, if you're interested in a reading, I'm at audreyalison.com and you can find me there. All right, Pisces, here are your cards from the Light Seer Tarot for the month of July. Wow, Queen of Swords. Air sign. This is Gemini, Libra, Aquarius energy. The thinker, the communicator. Air signs are brilliant. They are governed by the element of air. They tend to travel very lightly, quickly, effortlessly. So you might link up with an air sign in your very fun explorations in the 5th house. Let's see what else is here. The Emperor. Control, becoming your own boss, being your own authority. Taking control over a situation that you lost control over, or you told yourself you lost control over. Let's see what else this means. Well, that's me now. That's the High Priestess. She is very intuitive, and there is a quiet knowledge or knowingness to this card. Meditation could be your friend, and when you commit to the calming of your mind and the personal commitment of meditation, it opens you up to more peace, but it also gives you the ability to process your emotions and data more calmly. And I think that Pisces is going through how to control their inner thoughts. And let's see what else before I go on. 4 of Wands, the occasion to celebrate, and your property, your personal space. You could be entertaining in July within reason, whatever you're comfortable with. I do want to pull some more cards. The Hierophant, okay, teaching and learning. Spirituality, going through stages of elevation in terms of learning and healing. The 4 of Wands says that you've moved to the right place. This could have to do with a property or a place of celebration and a connection, a reason to celebrate. 4 of Fire is about energy and getting things going again. Some of you have resuscitated connection. You have 2 more cards, Queen of Cups, Cancerian, Pisces, this is you, and Scorpio. This is your card coming through. I would trust your intuition very, very deeply in July. Eclipse energy is a portal between the sun and the moon that is at an exact 180-degree mark across the sky wheel. It does open up a portal of energy between our sun and the moon, and you could be receiving intuitive data. The Queen of Coins. Now, you've got some queens in the mix. You've got air, water, and earth. Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn. Protecting your environment and occupation is a focus for you. And Pisces works very well with a steady earning and something to ground you, because you are very nebulous and you flow with the river. But the earth at the base of this reading is saying July has something that can afford you some stability and a grounding feeling instead of the flowing inconsistently. So there's a more patterned feeling to the month of July for you that can give you some more consistency. I like this month, and use what is functional within you at the present moment. I'll leave you with that. I appreciate you very much. I'm wishing you a beautiful 4th. Remember, Pisces, the sky is limitless, so reach for the stars.